The Awakening of the Chosen. There is much more to what you are going through right now than just a shift. It is a real energy metamorphosis that affects every aspect of your identity. And realize that this isn't a coincidence if you feel like it's occurring. Even if doing so requires upending things that no longer speak to our core, the cosmos has a special way of bringing us into alignment with what really matters. Imagine being on an outdated frequency that may not have been relevant to the person you were meant to be. The universe abruptly made the decision to reset itself, perhaps signaling that something bigger and new is needed. If you pay closely, you can see how this strong energy starts to form. It might be the sensation that things that formerly made sense are less significant now. Distancing oneself from people or settings that seemed comfortable but no longer spacious might be a normal reaction. Indeed, I am aware of how perplexing this may be. Experiencing these shifts might make us feel as though something is missing. However, we are really making progress. In actuality, every gap that appears is a chance for something better and more in line to enter our life. This practice of letting go has incalculable benefit. However, it is important to remember that this change does not occur suddenly. It is the outcome of a series of experiences, lessons learned, and often difficult victories. Have you ever seen how certain challenges make sense in hindsight? As if they were jigsaw parts that were beginning to come together. In reality, what seemed to be nothing more than pandemonium was creating the conditions for such a moment. Isn't it incredible to consider that even difficulties serve a higher purpose? The fact that this process encourages us to examine ourselves is among its most intriguing features. It is an appeal for in-depth self-reflection in order to identify what is really essential and, maybe more significantly, who we truly are. You understand that this transformation is more than simply an outward shift when you pause and experience it. It is an interior phenomenon that resonates with the soul. It's not just about letting go of the past. It's also about welcoming the future with faith that the cosmos is doing it well. And if you know how to look for them, the indicators are there. Perhaps it's the synchronicity you've been seeing lately, repeating numbers, chance meetings, that sudden understanding that seems so obvious. These indications that you are headed in the correct direction are like little messages from the cosmos. Sometimes we just have to trust that flow and follow its lead. However, it is crucial to safeguard your energy throughout this stage. We may become more sensitive and susceptible to outside effects during transitions. Avoid circumstances that sap your energy or cause uncertainty, and surround yourself with individuals who really support you and boost your vibration. Now is the moment to intentionally take care of yourself, feed your spirit, and make sure your new frequency is reflected in the environment around you. Ultimately, what you are going through is more than a passing alteration. It is a profound adjustment and recalibration that brings you into alignment with your highest self. This is a unique experience that should be respected and experienced with integrity. Now is the moment to embrace the transforming energy that surrounds you, to identify that calling, and to be ready for what is ahead. And it's already a sign if you've read this far. The fact that you are hearing these words and experiencing these emotions at this moment is not a coincidence. Even if you may not completely comprehend it yet, you feel deep down that something greater is happening. Have faith in that. The cosmos is perfect, and the fact that you are listening to this message right now proves that you are at the right place at the right time. It's time to accept this new self and be receptive to all that lies ahead. As you immerse yourself in this new energy, you come to understand that any change, no matter how little or significant, presents a chance for realignment. These shifts may sometimes occur subtly, as a subtle gut feeling that prompts you to take a new action. Sometimes they come as a shock, as if the world could no longer wait for you to make a choice. In any case, these are calls to action for you to pursue your own truth. Acknowledging these times is a fantastic experience. These are not random events. Rather, they are the result of divine planning on your part. Consider how many times you missed chances or disregarded subtle clues because you weren't ready. But now something is different. You are motivated to act, trust, and accept this new frequency by the energy around you. Perhaps you're wondering why now? What is causing these changes in your life at this particular moment? All of your past experiences have the solution. You've been ready for this time by every experience. Have you ever stopped to wonder why, despite all your achievements, it feels like something essential is still missing? My name is Gabriel, and I've helped countless people like you discover the true spiritual power that resides within them. And today, I want to help you. If you feel like life is passing by while something important remains out of place, maybe it's time for an awakening. My audiobook, The Path of the Chosen, was created precisely for those who have reached this point. In this audiobook, I guide you to feel that enthusiasm for living in alignment with what truly matters, knowing that every step has meaning. Together, we'll transform your fears, traumas, and frustrations into powerful strengths that propel you to a new level of growth. Leave behind the feeling of spiritual isolation and find the peace of a true, constant connection with a greater energy that has always been by your side. Instead of fighting against what you feel, you'll learn to find purpose, serenity, and self-discovery to fill your inner world. This could be the beginning of a fuller, more meaningful life. I've seen it happen for so many others, and now it's your turn. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Click on the link pinned in the first comment and begin this journey with The Path of the Chosen. This is your chance to fill what's missing and finally live the life you deserve. I'll be waiting for you there. Lesson and obstacle. You feel as if you've been practicing for this moment and are now prepared to live in a vibration that aligns with your true self. It's common to first experience some pain or even resistance. Even if the new seems enticing, it may also be scary. This occurs because we often still cling to aspects of the past, such as old routines, anxieties, or even individuals that don't fit with our better selves. But keep in mind that pain is not a bad thing. Moving outside of your comfort zone and into an environment where real change may happen is a sign of progress. There might be a sense of emptiness in the gap between who you were and who you are becoming. Even if you know deep down that something is no longer appropriate in your life, it may be hard to let go of what was comfortable. The magic occurs in this in-between. At this point, you start to mold the future in addition to letting go of the past. This is a critical moment to protect your energy. This is where a lot of individuals lose themselves and let other forces drag them back into their previous habits. Don't allow yourself to experience this. You should surround yourself with whatever that makes you feel better right now. This might include making your life simpler, avoiding individuals who make you feel drained, or even rethinking how you spend your days. Gratitude is a potent discipline at this time of change. Be thankful for the future as well as for what you now have. One of the best ways to boost your energy and connect yourself with what you want to attract is to be grateful. You are communicating to the universe that you have complete faith in the process when you express gratitude in advance for what has not yet materialized. And in return, the universe gives you experiences, chances, and synchronicity that reaffirm your direction. The concept of self-compassion is also crucial. The process of change is not necessarily linear. On some days, you will feel strong and prepared to take on the world. On other days, however, uncertainties and anxieties can attempt to persuade you that nothing has changed. Treat yourself with kindness at times like this. Keep in mind that progress, not perfection, is the goal. You are moving closer to your new reality with each step you take, no matter how little. Pay closer attention to the signs as you go down this trail. Whether it's an unexpected discussion, a repeated number on the clock, or an epiphany, the cosmos is constantly speaking. These messages are affirmations that you are in balance with your energy and are not coincidences. Above all, have faith in yourself. You possess a knowledge that has always anticipated this time. You never realized how powerful, competent, and interconnected you are with the cosmos. No haste or coercion is required. Knowing that everything is playing out just as it should, Let the flow take you. Something remarkable is about to begin. Few people have the guts to accept the alignment and sincerity that you are being asked to live in. However, since you are already in touch with this energy, you are here, prepared, and listening to this message. The moment has come to say yes to this change, to accept the invitation from the cosmos, and to be receptive to all the possibilities that lie ahead. Proper now, you're at the proper spot. For you, everything is falling into place. Have faith, give in, and keep going. You have no idea how enormous things are going to become. You're more than prepared for it, too. Challenges that first seemed insurmountable have characterized your journey so far. But when you look back, you can't dispute that each of them had a crucial role in forming who you are now. In reality, those painful and doubtful times that often seemed unjust or unneeded served as the impetus for personal development that you may not have otherwise experienced. They were experts in disguise, delivering teachings that only those with the guts to confront can really understand. Every rejection, every loss, and every seeming failure has a bigger purpose if you take the time to think about it. These challenging times weren't meant to be punishments. Rather, they were opportunities to broaden your perspective, fortify your fortitude, and reorient your life to something more authentic. Even when you are unable to see the way ahead, it seems as if the cosmos is always directing you. What about the individuals you encountered along the way? They were crucial to this process as well. Some came to cheer him on, support him, and share in his successes. Others, on the other hand, presented difficulties by bringing to light aspects of you that need restoration, or by encouraging you to establish more distinct boundaries. Even those who caused suffering were important because they imparted lessons on forgiveness, inner strength, and self-worth. Even if they were fleeting or strong, these relationships have added to the distinctive mosaic that is your narrative. We will never forget the times you considered quitting up. At certain stages, it's normal to feel as if the voyage is too heavy. However, there was a strong, unwavering force inside you that prevented you from ever giving up. You may not have been able to articulate this inner calling, but it was the light that got you through your worst moments. Something greater was waiting for you, something that would be worth all the tears and work, he said. Looking back on these recollections, it's difficult not to be amazed by how divinely orchestrated everything was. It seems as if every component, no matter how little or fragmented it may appear at the time, is being thoughtfully placed to create a bigger image. Nothing happened by accident. You got to where you needed to be because of every unexpected turn, every door that closed, and every fresh start. Your path wasn't only a sequence of chance encounters. It was a process of refinement, an ongoing discovery of your true self. You did more than just survive. You developed, gained knowledge, and changed. Every hardship he overcame fortified his foundation, increasing his fortitude and readiness for any future difficulties. You now carry with you the strength and knowledge that come only from having fought and conquered hardship as you turn to the future. You have done it many times, so you know deep down that you can conquer anything. This trust is a certainty founded on actual and lived experience rather than only a belief. Above all, the path so far has been one of preparation, for what you are meant to be, not only for what lies ahead. Every action, decision, and challenge was meant to help you rediscover your actual self and purpose by bringing you back into alignment with your essence. You are a live example of how one can thrive and achieve greatness even under the most trying circumstances. When you look back, you see that you have only appreciation and no regrets. Thank you for the knowledge, the courage, and the insight that each obstacle brought. You realize that the trip was not just one of survival, but also one of self-discovery, self-confidence, and a greater connection to the universe's flow. You have limitless potential, and this is just the start of something much bigger. It becomes clear when you explore this insight further that your path has included more than a series of incidents. The experience was meticulously crafted, intended to unveil previously concealed facets of the individual. Every seemingly overwhelming obstacle was simply a chance to find your inner power. Every loss makes room for fresh starts, and every doubtful moment is a crucial halt to reconsider the course. When you look back on the past with appreciation and compassion, you see that recognizing the wounds is more important than removing them. They share tales of perseverance and times when you may have given up but decided to go on. These scars provide witness to a spirit that made the decision to develop despite suffering. They serve as reminders that you persisted in your pursuit of a higher goal in spite of everything. And for what reason? Your own change holds the solution. In reality, what seemed to be only survival was really a prelude to something more. The trials you faced were meant to mold you, not to punish you. Every test is intended to improve your abilities, hone your intuition, and bring your life into harmony with your actual self. It's intriguing to see how important human relationships were to this adventure. Consider the people who have supported and loved you without conditions throughout your worst moments. They served as a reminder that you were never alone and were gifts from the cosmos. But also consider those who have caused suffering or strife. Even though these experiences may have been challenging, they were essential in order to impart knowledge that you would not have otherwise acquired. Unbeknownst to you, these individuals assisted you in identifying your boundaries, appreciating your worth, and making more deliberate decisions about who should be by your side. Loneliness was another aspect of the trip that was often the most difficult. You connect with a higher power inside yourself at these times, however. Despite its suffering, loneliness served as a spur for reflection and recovery. You discovered answers in the quiet, and you started to hear the universe's voice more clearly in the calm. You realize now that this was all preparation for something bigger. Every instruction served as a prelude to the time when you could completely connect with your mission. You were being shaped by the cosmos to be ready to shine with all of your passion when the moment was perfect. In retrospect, it is evident that what seemed to be the end was always the start of something new. He was led to a more aligned route with each door that closed. Every no was really a boon, guiding him toward possibilities that better suited his personality. And so, as you get ready for the future, you bring with you not just the knowledge gained from the past, but also the assurance that you can handle whatever challenge life presents. This confidence is founded on your own self-proven abilities as well as your beliefs. You've come so far, and every time you get back up, you become stronger, smarter, and closer to your truth. The power of change is shown by your journey to this point. She demonstrates that there is a higher purpose at work even when chaos reigns. Every event you went through was a part of a divine plan that set you up for a bright future. You are now prepared to design a future that aligns with your greatest vibration, using the past as your teacher and the present as your chance. Gratitude turns becomes the overarching theme. Thank you for every lesson, every obstacle, and every epiphany that sprang from adversity. Expressing gratitude to those that supported you, challenged you, and encouraged you. Above all, thank you for being the person you are today, a soul that made the decision to change, develop, and learn even when it seemed impossible. You could think that something bigger is in store for you as you look forward. Just have faith that everything is playing out precisely as it should. There's no need to hurry. The best is yet to come. Your path thus far has been a masterwork of perseverance and purpose. Have faith in that. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the cosmos. Since you are now prepared to accept it, what is about to happen is bigger than you could have ever dreamed. This confidence you possess is more than simply a passing feeling as you go. It is a profound, almost instinctual understanding that you did not acquire by accident. Every event, no matter how difficult, had a crucial role in shaping who you are now. In reality, this seemingly erratic trip was expertly planned to bring you into harmony with your greatest purpose. You now understand that genuine strength is the ability to continue ahead in the face of fear and hardship, not the lack of these emotions. Every time you made the decision to believe, even when everything looked hopeless, you developed this bravery. It is your very nature. what makes you special and one of a kind. No matter how many times you were put to the test, you always managed to get back up, change, and evolve. Realizing how the cosmos has always been on your side has an amazing beauty as well. Every aspect was guided by a higher power, even when it seemed like everything was against you. The possibilities you lost, the relationships that ended, and the doors that closed were all a part of a larger plan, which you may not be able to completely comprehend until now. What about those periods of uncertainty? They had a function as well. They encouraged him to believe in himself, even when reason appeared to contradict him. You learned the value of your intuition, that inner voice that always understood what was best for you in these situations. You were becoming closer to your own self each time you made the decision to pay attention to this voice, rather than being lost in uncertainty. This alignment area is when the magic starts to happen. Something changes inside of you when you reflect on your past and see that everything you've gone through, all the highs and lows and everything in between, was a prelude to what's ahead. You begin to believe the what for instead of asking why things happen. And this change of viewpoint gives you hope for the future, in addition to relieving the burden of the past. You now have the chance to create something that really captures who you are at your heart and what you desire as you go on your path. This structure is internal as well as exterior. It is about building a life that is a genuine manifestation of your purpose and living in a manner that speaks to your spirit. And the decisions you make every day are the first step toward that. Every idea, choice, and action you do presents a chance to become even more in line with who you are becoming. The cosmos works in its own exact time, so there's no need to hurry. All you need to do is continue to be, to show up, and to trust. Now that you've developed and conquered so much, you're in a position where you can achieve things that were unattainable before. It's because you've changed, not because anything outside of you has. You have developed the ability to not only have lofty goals, but also to boldly and purposefully pursue them. And remember to be thankful for what you now have as you create that future. Gratitude is a strong force that draws even more abundance into your life. It is more than simply a feeling. Express gratitude for the lessons learned, the difficulties faced, the successes, and even the setbacks. All of this was a part of a larger design and helped shape who you are now. On a fundamental level, you realize that you are just where you should be when you consider what is ahead. The fact that you are here now, looking back on your voyage, is evidence that the cosmos is error-proof. This knowledge gives you a sense of calm and confidence that you are prepared for whatever is ahead. The fact that your trip is about more than just you is the most incredible aspect of it all. When you change yourself, you will undoubtedly encourage others to follow suit. You illuminate the path for others with your bravery, tenacity, and genuineness. You unknowingly become a real-life example of what may happen when we have faith in the process and keep going no matter what. Thus, you go with an open mind to the limitless possibilities and a heart full of thankfulness. You know you're ready for whatever comes next, because you now realize that it's more important to consider who you're becoming along the journey than simply where you're heading. This is the actual adventure, and it's just getting started. There is a distinct, almost tangible energy that now pervades your existence. Every detail seems to be hinting that something spectacular is about to happen, as if the cosmos itself is rearranging the pieces around you. It is a calling and an affirmation that you are at the core of a significant change, not only an impression or a fleeting moment. This energy is not something that exists outside of you. Rather, it is a part of every cell in your body, every idea that comes from you, and every emotion that flows from you. Have you ever noticed that some things suddenly appear more obvious? Perhaps it's a spontaneous notion that offers a surprising answer, or perhaps a sense of peace of mind that you had previously doubted was conceivable. This condition is a direct result of the internal work you have been doing, and it is not an accident. You reached this point of alignment because of every action you did, every fear you encountered, and every limiting notion you disproved. And for that same reason, the cosmos is reacting so strongly. However, it's evident that doubt may accompany change, even when it's bright. You can feel as if you're entering uncharted terrain where previous illusions are no longer relevant. It might be unsettling to be in this emptiness, this gap between the old and the new. It is freeing, however. It's the place where you may freely develop something entirely original that really speaks to the person you are evolving into. This is an opportunity to confidently give yourself up to the process, not a time to second-guess yourself. Have you ever come to the realization that you have changed as a person? It's possible that the things that formerly consumed your thoughts or directed your behavior no longer have the same significance. Your viewpoint has expanded, and your priorities have shifted. It seems as if the horizon is opening up before your eyes, bringing to light possibilities that didn't seem possible or even real before. This realignment is not an anomaly. Rather, it is a logical outcome of your development and your bravery in letting go of the past. It is an uncommon and potent gift, this transformational force. It not only encourages you to let go of habits and stories that no longer work for you, but it also makes room for amazing new things to enter your life. People, chances, and circumstances that appear at the perfect time, almost like magic, may be something you're already beginning to notice. However, the cosmos is reacting to your revitalized energy. This is not magic. This is a time of production rather than change. You need the energy you're feeling right now to make your aspirations come true. As long as you believe in it and allow it to do so, it will carry you ahead like a breeze at your back. Don't resist. Rather, see it as an ally, a helpful force that is here to help you find what was always intended for you. Additionally, keep in mind to appreciate every step as you make this shift. Every success, no matter how little or significant, is evidence that you are headed in the right path. The difficulties you encounter are not barriers, but rather chances for development, serving as a constant reminder that you are resilient enough to face setbacks and astute enough to grow from them. You are in the midst of a personal revolution right now. This surrounding energy changes not only your external environment, but also your inner self. It prepares you for a future that is entirely in line with your nature, and provides your past new significance by demonstrating that every event had a purpose. Have faith in this process. Know that this energy is here to empower you, to elevate you up, and to open doors that were previously closed, so let yourself get taken away by it. You are traveling in unison with the cosmos, and it is just this coincidence that will lead you to destinations you never would have thought possible. This is your chance to develop, create, and change. Give it your whole attention. This energy is something that is born inside of you rather than something that simply occurs to you. Every decision you make and every idea you let go of feeds this metamorphosis and fortifies the field of energy, forming your new reality. It is a strong and ongoing cycle in which your goals and deeds dance harmoniously with the cosmos. You come to understand that in addition to changing, you are also helping to forge the way to a more broader and genuine version of yourself. Commitment and a strong faith in the process are necessary for this co-creation. The unknown, which often seems frightening, turns into a potential rich environment. It's where you can change your tale and where old certainties give way to new possibilities. However, since this freedom requires trusting something you cannot yet completely see, it may first make you uneasy. However, miracles start to occur right at this area of faith. You are communicating to the universe that you are open to receiving when you decide to trust this energy. Prepared to let go of the past and create space for the future. This act of surrender is deliberate and active rather than passive. I'm here. I'm aligned. I'm open to whatever comes. This internal movement enables the cosmos to function in ways that often transcend comprehension or logic. All of a sudden, the appropriate individuals show up, opportunities present themselves, and pathways become apparent. However, interior cleansing is also necessary for this procedure. Old tales, old anxieties, and old thinking patterns may surface when you transition into this new frequency, attempting to keep you in the known. Now is the moment to face these forces with bravery and compassion, realizing that they have no place in your life anymore. It is not only essential, but also freeing to let them go. It seems as if you get a little more lightness, clarity, and energy to create what really matters each time you decide to let go of something that no longer resonates. It's crucial to remember to acknowledge and appreciate the little triumphs along the journey. Every advancement, every choice that is in line with your goals, and every action you perform should be acknowledged. These celebrations focus on who you are becoming as well as what you have accomplished. They maintain your vibration high and strengthen your connection with this transforming energy, resulting in an ongoing cycle of development and manifestation. And as you go, understand that the energy of change is a permanent phenomenon. It is a power that you can always access and use. It is a constant. You are now able to identify this energy, sense it, and utilize it as a tool to build the life you have always desired. This does not imply that the route will always be simple or devoid of difficulties, but it does indicate that you now possess the knowledge and fortitude to go through it with poise and assurance. Aligning your life with your innermost self is the goal of this personal revolution you are going through, not only altering your outside reality. It is a call to live more completely, more intentionally, and more really. Each decision you make from this alignment zone deepens this bond and expands your possibilities. One significant aspect of this procedure is that you are at its core. What important is what you choose to do right now, regardless of what has occurred in the past. You are now making the decision to trust, to create, and to proceed. You are making the decision to let this energy lead you into a future that represents both your aspirations and your actual self. This change is just the beginning. It's not the finish. A start that will lead you to unexpected places as you are now in harmony with the universe's flow. Have faith in that. Have faith in yourself. And remember that you already have everything you need. The best is yet to come, and you are just where you should be. This is a remarkable turning moment in your path, as the obstacles that previously seemed impenetrable start to fall away. For a long time, it was simple to think that these obstacles were an inflexible aspect of who you were, since they looked so solid and unchangeable. You're seeing the reality now, however. They never appeared as sturdy as they really were. They have always existed as shadows, molded by prior encounters, ingrained anxieties, and unquestioning beliefs that you may have received. You are now making the decision to face these shadows and acknowledge that they no longer have power over you. The simplest constraints to recognize are often external ones, which originate from their surroundings. It's the roles that society wants you to play, the labels that attempt to fit you, and the expectations that force you to conform to unsuitable molds. Because it was expected of you, you could have experienced pressure to fit in and pursue paths that didn't seem right. Even still, there has always been that voice within you that says there is more, something greater, waiting for you. It might be subtle or strong. This voice represented your reality, the aspect of you that refused to accept the constraints placed upon you. However, many people find that internal constraints are the hardest to overcome. The internal ones are them. These are the narratives you tell yourself about your abilities, your worth, and your potential. Frequently, these stories weren't created by you. They sprang from earlier experiences, times when you felt inadequate or insignificant. They may have come from the words of others, who planted themselves as facts, despite the fact that they were falsehoods. It takes guts to confront these stories. It's similar like examining your image in the mirror and wondering which of the tales you've carried with you are really yours. And that's when the magic starts. Amazing things happen when you choose to face these constraints. They start to lose control over you, because it was your belief in them, not their veracity, that gave them strength. You discover that the restrictions were really doors that were just waiting to be unlocked when you decide to rework these tales. You sense that the burden you've carried for so long is beginning to fade. The globe seems to have widened, opening up previously inaccessible vistas. Breaking free from these constraints is an act of creativity as well as freedom, because you make room for something fresh and in line with your true self when you let go of things that no longer serve you. Indeed, it entails accepting the unknown. It might be frightening to be in a place where previous certainties are no longer true. However, it's also where you have the most flexibility. At this point, you may resume your dreams and see possibilities unhindered by the limitations of the past. And you may still be unsure. The answer is inside you, in that voice that always knew you were more than the restrictions you held. Perhaps you question yourself, can I really do that? Am I ready? Your guidance is this voice. And as you begin acting on this reality, you inspire others in addition to becoming free. Because their bravery in overcoming their own obstacles demonstrates to them that it is likewise feasible. You turn into a live proof that living in accordance with your truth is not just a dream, but also a reasonably priced reality, and that freedom is achievable. You are now in a position where you are no longer subject to the old shackles. It is free to create without fear, to dream without limitations, and to live fully and authentically. This freedom is a gift you give yourself, not merely a way of being. It is a reward for introspection, having the guts to confront one's anxieties, and persevering through difficult times. What you choose to embrace in this moment is more important than what you left behind. You are making the decision to live a life that honors your individuality, represents your identity, and aligns with your ideals. By doing this, you not only elevate yourself but also others around you, demonstrating that genuine freedom starts on the inside. Now, when you continue your path, you do it with a lighter heart, a lighter mind, and a soul that is fully in line with the limitless potential that has always been inside of you. The freedom you now experience is more than just the lack of restrictions. It is the existence of limitless opportunities. It is the area you made by letting go of the old tales and releasing the currents that formerly held him. This area is not vacant. Rather, it is brimming with creative energy that begs you to investigate, do new things, and grow. For the first time, possibly for a long time, you come to understand that you have the ability to design your own life, and that the decisions you make now will have an impact on both the present and the future. Breaking free from constraints is a profoundly transformative act, since it involves not just what you are leaving behind, but also who you are becoming. You are saying yes to something fresh and in line with your true self every time you decide to say no to something that no longer speaks to you. During this process, you start to recognize an inner energy that you may not even be aware of. This power has always there, only waiting for you to realize and tap into it. It seems like the universe has taken on new hues now that you are free of these restrictions. Where you formerly saw barriers, you now see opportunity. See where doors were before walls. You seem to be seeing your life with fresh eyes, as if a new clarity is beginning to form within of you. This clarity is electric rather than just conceptual. You seem to be drawn to situations, people, and experiences that align with your new frequency, since your vibration seems to be higher. However, it's crucial to keep in mind that this liberating process never stops. Even if you have overcome numerous obstacles, there may still be times when old habits attempt to resurface. This is normal. Transformation is a journey rather than a singular occurrence. How you choose to react to these situations is what counts. You now have the knowledge and resources to see them for what they are. Historical echoes that, unless you give them permission, no longer control you. There is a duty in this area of just found freedom, but it is not a burdensome or oppressive one. Being able to create is an amazing responsibility. Build the connections that feed your soul, the experiences that give you pleasure and purpose, and the life you want. What other people believe you should be or do no longer limits you. It has the freedom to choose, to dream, to grow. It's not only you who will benefit from this growth. You become a light for everyone around you when you liberate yourself. No one ignores its change. She motivates, inspires, and demonstrates what is possible. People in your immediate vicinity may start to notice minor shifts in your energy. They will feel the effects of their independence, even if they may not be aware of the precise changes. You might sense the want to discover your own truth when you see yourself living it. By overcoming constraints, you redefine what it means to live completely in addition to gaining freedom. You discover that real pleasure comes from living in accordance with its core, rather than conforming to stereotypes or external expectations. Because it is something you activate inside yourself, rather than something you get from the outside, this revelation has a profoundly transformational effect. Looking forward, you now understand that the unknown should be welcomed rather than dreaded. All creativity takes place in the unknown. This is the place where you may imagine and explore without boundaries. Every action you do here is an affirmation of your faith in the cosmos and in yourself. It serves as a reminder that you are producing as well as existing. This process of overcoming constraints is more than just a liberating experience. A renaissance is taking place. What you thought you should be, or what the outside world claimed you should be, no longer defines you. You may now define your life, live a purposeful existence, and grow in ways that previously seemed unattainable. This is freedom's strength. You have the ability to be who you really are. Accepting this new reality is like to opening a window to an endless array of opportunities. Every decision you make has the weight of purpose and the lightness of harmony, making this not simply a new phase but a new way of being. This is the moment when you become more than just a spectator of your own life. It is the culmination of all you have experienced here, including the suffering, the lessons learned, and the accomplishments. It's time to inhabit this reality with all the depth it merits, as it is a direct reflection of who you have decided to become. Every choice you've taken, and every conviction you've chosen to uphold rather than forsake, was a brick in the structure that now stands in front of you. Realizing that this world is not set in stone is the most astounding thing. It is malleable, lively, and fluid. The more you develop, the more your reality will change. Every new understanding and insight you get will be a subtle change to the masterpiece you are building. There is more to living in this new vibration than just reaping its benefits. It calls for dedication, consciousness, and presence. It is important to consider what you are willing to give from yourself, as well as what you are receiving. Who do I want to be in this new space? What impact do I want to create, not just in my life, but on the lives of those around me? Is a question that you should ask yourself every day. This will help you stay focused and make sure that you stay in line with your real self. However, this new reality serves as a reminder that your trip is far from over. The internal effort that got it thus far was a prelude to much bigger growth rather than a goal. This new stage is only another layer that you uncover inside yourself. Life is a continuous cycle of progress. It's normal for portions of you to continue to identify with outdated norms or myths. Now, however, the call is to lovingly return these relics, acknowledging that they have served their purpose and are no longer a part of what you are creating. Because some of these components could have been essential to the people you thought were, this separation process can be difficult. True development, however, happens when you give yourself permission to doubt even the seemingly more basic. Who you can be is not limited by who you were. Additionally, you create space for the new to thrive as you let go of the old. Your bravery is also shown by the new reality you are experiencing. Even when it looked that the world did not perceive his brightness, he had the guts to believe in himself. The guts to believe in the process, even when the outcomes didn't appear certain. And most importantly, have you ever stopped to wonder why, despite all your achievements, it feels like something essential is still missing? My name is Gabriel, and I've helped countless people like you discover the true spiritual power that resides within them. And today, I want to help you. If you feel like life is passing by while something important remains out of place, maybe it's time for an awakening. My audiobook, The Path of the Chosen, was created precisely for those who have reached this point. In this audiobook, I guide you to feel that enthusiasm for living in alignment with what truly matters, knowing that every step has meaning. Together, we'll transform your fears, traumas, and frustrations into powerful strengths that propel you to a new level of growth. Leave behind the feeling of spiritual isolation and find the peace of a true, constant connection with a greater energy that has always been by your side. Instead of fighting against what you feel, you'll learn to find purpose, serenity, and self-discovery to fill your inner world. This could be the beginning of a fuller, more meaningful life. I've seen it happen for so many others, and now it's your turn. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Click on the link pinned in the first comment and begin this journey with the path of the chosen. This is your chance to fill what's missing and finally live the life you deserve. I'll be waiting for you there. The bravery to keep evolving, understanding that although it might be difficult, the payoff is a life that is in harmony with its core. You are now in an environment where plenty comes naturally, rather than as a goal to be attained, where pleasure and love are states of being rather than fleeting emotions. This reality is something you co-created with the universe, a mirror of the inner work you have done and the energy you have chosen to foster. It is not a gift you just got. Additionally, you are aware of your ability to sustain and grow it, since you are the one who developed it. Allowing this new reality to inspire others is another aspect of living completely in it. For others who are still lost, his genuineness and bravery in living in harmony are like headlights. Your presence is sufficient. You don't need to prove anything or provide remarks. You give people permission to live their truth when you live it yourself. It is an influence that exists, reverberates, and changes, even if you may never fully perceive it. Now is the moment to act as well as to rejoice. Your current level of energy is a potent catalyst for further creation. Once unattainable, your aspirations are now within your grasp. It's because you've changed, not because the world has changed. Make use of this energy to increase its effect, deepen its purpose, and investigate new avenues. Dreams may come true as long as they are in line with the heart and the purpose, as this new reality serves as a reminder every day. You are a live example of how remarkable things can be created with introspection, the bravery to change, and faith in the cosmos. And keep in mind that the greatest is yet to come as you keep creating and exploring. This new reality marks the start of something much greater, something that only you can design, rather than the conclusion of the adventure. The next logical step in your quest is to treat intentions in action. This is the point at when your thoughts, desires, and aspirations start to manifest in the outside world as a result of the internal work you have done. The appeal of inspired action is that it involves more than simply taking action. It involves doing it in a manner that is purposeful, meaningful, and connected. It is soul movement driven by a strong sense of self-awareness. Listening is the first step toward inspired action. There is now greater clarity in the voice of your intuition, the quiet guide that has always been with you. She whispers rather than screams, a subliminal signal to go in a certain way, even if reasoning is still unable to explain why. It is crucial to listen to these murmurs. They are indications from the cosmos that you are headed in the correct direction and should go to the next phase. What appears to enlarge my existence, you ask? What makes me feel excited? These responses serve as compass points. For these measures to take form, clarity is essential. Something significant occurs when you see your dreams in vivid, thrilling detail rather than merely as hazy pictures. By establishing an emotional connection with your desired outcome, you generate an energy frequency that draws in the necessary conditions for its manifestation. Feeling as if it is already real is more important than only imagining. Opportunities and resources are drawn to them by this emotion, which also helps them connect with their goal. Dreaming is motivating, but keep in mind that even little deeds have value. Every action, no matter how little, has an effect. Even the most basic actions have the power to change your reality when you act with purpose. The energy used to complete the action is more important than its magnitude. Every decision and action you do sends a message to the universe that says, "I am committed." However, It is normal for uncertainties to surface throughout the process. It might be held by a fear of making errors or of not being prepared. Recognize these feelings as echoes of the past, recollections of a period when you may have doubted yourself, rather than fighting them. You now possess the fortitude and expertise to conquer them. Recall all of the challenges and victories you have overcome. Your tale so far demonstrates that you are resilient enough to overcome any challenge. Giving up control over the outcome is a step in this process. The inspired action is faith that what is meant for you will arrive at the appropriate moment, rather than trying to make the world fit your agenda. Occasionally, what seems to be a detour on the road turns out to be a quicker path to something much more significant. The cosmos may operate in ways you would not even think about when you release the demand for control. When you act with excitement and curiosity, this flow becomes even more potent. Life doesn't have to be burdensome or complicated. Find levity in your behavior and give yourself permission to try new things and explore the possibilities. Every accomplishment, no matter how little, is cause for joy. Every step of gratitude has generated a magnetic energy that draws in new reasons to be grateful. Additionally, remember that you are not alone. The cosmos is dancing with you, reacting to every step you take with gestures of support and synchronization. The journey is facilitated by this ongoing conversation between its aim and universal energy. Things will go more smoothly the more you trust this procedure. Now is the moment to act with heart and bravery. Every choice you make from this place of harmony affects others around you in addition to changing your life. When you live inspired and with purpose, others notice. Your light invites people to realize their own potential, and your enthusiasm is infectious. The moment has come for you to design a life that embodies everything that you are and will continue to become. Every decision you make, every action you do, and every little step you take toward your goals is a declaration of who you are. You are living the brilliance of your essence in the here and now, in addition to creating a future, and it has a lot of power. Proceed with confidence, understanding that each action you take not only advances you toward your goals, but also encourages others to follow in your footsteps. The influence of the world you are creating is boundless, and it resonates with its most profound truth. The best is yet to come as the trip continues. Have faith, take action, and let magic happen. Every inspired deed you do is like a seed you sow, knowing it will grow when the time is right. You don't have to demand results right now or push expansion. Your perseverance and faith in the process are what really make inspired action powerful. The trip is about how you choose to walk each day with purpose, intention, and an open mind to the many possibilities that lie ahead, not about where you end up. Respecting your own speed is another aspect of acting on inspiration. There won't be significant advancements every day, and that's okay. Introspection, meticulous preparation, or even a pause to refocus your energies will be part of the action at times, because they guarantee that their acts are grounded in honesty and in line with their core. These moments are just as significant as their most audacious moves. The fact that development is not linear must be kept in mind. There will be days when you want to go backwards or even in circles. In actuality, however, every experience, even the difficult ones, contributes to its development. These occasions serve as prompts to renew your belief in the cosmos and in yourself. They put their fortitude to the test and reaffirm their capacity to endure in the face of delayed outcomes. Your biggest ally in this process is having faith in your instincts. Your actions are driven by the clarity of knowing what is best for you, rather than by fear or the desire to satisfy others when you operate from this place of internal connection. Every inspired step he takes, even if the road is not clear, leads him one step closer to a reality that perfectly aligns with his greatest wishes. Finding the right balance between activity and receptivity is a key component of this journey. Making progress does not need continual movement. Allowing yourself to pause, listen, and accept might sometimes be the most courageous thing you can do. You open yourself up to synchronicity, the universe's surprising gifts, and possibilities that present themselves in unexpected ways in this receptivity place. The river of creativity is kept going by the dance between acting and trusting. As you go, you come to understand that the energy you are developing inside yourself is reflected in inspired action. Your activities will radiate the same energy the more you connect yourself with pleasure, appreciation, and serenity. And this has a cascading effect on not only your life, but also the lives of those in your immediate vicinity. Its existence serves as an inspiration, demonstrating that it is possible to live a genuine life that is in line with the mission. Every choice you make and every little step you take is an honor to your capacity to turn goals into reality. You are forging a distinct route in which your aspirations become real experiences that you have in the here and now, rather than only lofty objectives. The beauty of this is that you are experiencing the process, enjoying each step, and growing from every obstacle rather than just chasing something. Additionally, you now know how to handle doubts, which will unavoidably surface. Use them as reminders to get back in touch with their reality and acknowledge them without passing judgment. They are not insurmountable obstacles. Rather, they are a part of the process. Because you have continually shown that you are stronger than any fear or constraint, you are capable of conquering them. Although this journey is so personal, it is also quite universal. In addition to changing your life, each step you take toward your truth makes the world a more genuine and peaceful place. Your motivated activity spreads like a wave, touching places and people you may not see, but who are affected by what you are doing. Now proceed with a concentrated mind and an open heart. Every move you do brings you one step closer to the life you deserve and envision. You are precisely where you need to be. Have faith in this process, acknowledge each step forward, and keep going forward with bravery, inspiration, and purpose. The universe is on your side, reacting to every action you do with more love, alignment, and opportunities. The time is now, and the adventure is yours. This fresh start is a rebirth and a chance to realign your life with your innermost truths. It's more than just a significant event. This very moment has been meticulously prepared for by everything you have encountered so far, every obstacle you have surmounted, and every moment of uncertainty. You're not here by accident. You are now prepared to enjoy the results of your trip, which was one of change. Achieving this new chapter in your life requires striking a balance between regular activity, faith, and clear aim. It's similar like sowing a seed in rich ground. You must water it with constructive ideas, feed the soil with activities that are in harmony with it, and let the universe and time do their part. Their concentration and energy come together with the unseen forces that shape the planet in this co-creation process. One effective tool in this process is visualization. You are essentially forming an energy mold for your new reality when you vividly see it. However, only seeing is insufficient. Feel. Experience the happiness, tranquility, and completeness of already being in this world. These feelings are the magnet that draws the manifestation, not only a mirror of your ideal. The universe receives a clear message when you are in the emotional condition of what you desire. I'm already in line with it. The next crucial stage is to have confidence. The consequences are often surprising, and the route may not be straight. However, have faith in the process. Have faith that everything is being arranged by the cosmos in a manner that may not be clear to you now. And when difficulties arise, because they will, view them as chances to improve your vision and fortify your resolve, as well as essential modifications. The presentation has both having and being as components. You must become the person who is prepared to live this new reality if you want to support it. This entails developing, changing, and coordinating your behavior with your core beliefs. The foundations of what you are doing are strengthened by every decision you make, every one that is made with integrity and purpose. The answers to this question will powerfully direct your behavior. Now is the moment to ask yourself, who do I need to be to live this life I imagine? The overarching theme of the whole procedure is gratitude. I'm grateful for both what you currently have and what you have ahead of you. An amplifying power is gratitude. Expressing thankfulness strengthens your connection with the wealth of the universe. Honor each little triumph, each indication of advancement, and each instance of alignment. These experiences serve as evidence that you are headed in the right direction, and being grateful makes room for additional gifts to enter your life. Keep in mind that this is an ongoing process as you go forward in your fresh start. Every day offers fresh chances to develop, learn, and produce. This new beginning marks the start of a vast trip rather than its end. Additionally, as you progress, you become more in tune with your essence and purpose. The opportunity to live in accordance with your actual self is the real gift of this moment. Never undervalue the significance of its evolution either. You become an inspiration to everyone around you by living your truth and creating your new world. Your bravery and genuineness demonstrate that it is possible to start again and to design a life that is in harmony with its most fundamental qualities. You may never see it, yet your presence, light, and energy have a profound impact on others. Now, as you welcome this fresh start, allow yourself to have even bigger dreams. The only restrictions on what you can make are those that you place on yourself. Breathe deeply, connect with your vision, and confidently go forward. The cosmos is working in your favor and is prepared to unlock doors you were unaware existed. You have everything you need to go on, and you are at the right place at the right time. This is your chance to live life to the fullest, to express who you really are, and to leave a legacy that speaks to your spirit. It is now able to experience what earlier seemed to be just a dream. Give yourself permission to experience the enormity of this moment. You are the embodiment of all you have strived to. Become not merely the architect of your new reality. You are more than prepared to welcome the remarkable that is about to begin. With the assurance that everything is working out for the larger good, the voyage goes on. Nothing less than the realization of your greatest potential is what follows. Every step you take forward on this new road is an expression of your dedication to the reality you are building. The energy field that supports its manifestations is strengthened by each deliberate decision and thought that is in line with its desires. This time is a renaissance, not just a new beginning. Not only are you building something new, but you are also developing a new version of yourself that embodies the knowledge, bravery, and strength that have led you to this point. His new beginning's manifestation serves as a call to strengthen his ties to the here and now. We often rush to get things done and lose sight of the fact that real power exists right now. You sow the seeds for what is ahead right here and now. Your energy and your goals are even more strongly aligned when you live with present, when you are really connected to your feelings and actions. Additionally, keep in mind that the manifestation journey is about both destiny and the process. Savor the little pleasures while you strive to build your new world. Every stride is a step forward, regardless of how little it may seem. Honor the progress you have made so far, acknowledge the universe's signals, and celebrate the little victories. Its faith in the process is strengthened by this ongoing celebratory practice, which likewise boosts its vibration. The foundation of everything is confidence. Have faith that the universe is on your side, even if things don't always turn out the way you had hoped. There are instances when what seems to be a barrier is really a path to something greater. In order to materialize, you must be prepared to relinquish all control and let the universe produce outcomes that may favorably surprise you. Miracles are more likely to occur when you are more receptive to the unexpected. Keep using thankfulness as an anchor throughout this process. Every act of thankfulness is a declaration of abundance, a signal to the universe that you appreciate what you have and are open to more. Gratitude is more than simply an emotion. It's a magnetic force that draws additional things for which to be thankful. Make it a regular habit to appreciate the little things in life and acknowledge your accomplishments. And give yourself permission to dream even louder when your new reality starts to take shape. There is no one goal or objective that restricts the manifestation. It is an ongoing process of creation in which every success creates new opportunities. You are the artist who decides how to paint the blank canvas that is your life. Give oneself permission to freely explore, grow, and try new things. Keep in mind that the effects of your adventure extend beyond you. You inspire everyone around you when you live in accordance with your nature and create your ultimate truth. Her change is a real-life illustration that fresh starts are achievable, and her story can inspire someone to discover the bravery they need to go on their own path. You are producing for everyone who is impacted by your light, not just for yourself. With the understanding that you are just where you should be, proceed with the following stages. Every choice you make contributes to the creation of a life that really embodies your brilliance. What was far away or unattainable is suddenly there, waiting to be experienced. You possess the strength, wisdom, and bravery to create your reality the way you have always imagined. Breathe deeply. Feel the confidence and power that are pouring through you. Now is your time. You've matured, healed, and worked your way to this point, and now everything is coming together to help you achieve your goals. Continue onward motion with an open mind and a spirit of resolve. The best is yet to come, and the universe is on your side. You are prepared to live the life you have always earned, so have faith in this. The process of turning the exceptional into a normal condition of being is called continuation. This is the point at which the new reality you have established is solidified by everyday effort, little decisions, and steady progress. You come to see that the ability to change is not limited to epiphanies, but also requires a commitment to a lifelong practice of living in accordance with your truth. Each and every choice you make, no matter how little, helps to solidify this new foundation you have created. It takes presence and purpose to stay in line with your priorities. The trip keeps asking you to examine yourself and assess every circumstance in the context of your goals and ideals. This does not imply that there won't be obstacles or diversions, but rather that you will be able to identify them with clarity and have the fortitude to change course when needed. The task of being loyal to oneself in a world full of distractions and temptations to revert to old habits is a continuous effort of bravery. Accepting every new level of knowledge that surfaces is another way to honor your progress. As you advance, you could identify facets of your life or yourself that still need work. This is an indication of advancement rather than failure. You have the chance to strengthen your connection with the cosmos and yourself with every layer that emerges. Every step you take on this road will get you one step closer to being an even more expansive and genuine version of yourself. True development is limitless. It's important to celebrate your progress. Although the path to change might be difficult, every accomplishment, no matter how little, merits praise. These festivities serve as a reminder of your progress and your potential for success. They maintain a good cycle of plenty and thankfulness while raising your vibration. The more you acknowledge your accomplishments, the more motivation you have to keep going. Learning to defend the place you've created is one aspect of the power of continuity. This is refusing things that don't align with your new energy, even if doing so involves making tough decisions. It entails continuing regular routines that nourish your spirit, such as meditation, physical activity, spending time in nature, or taking some quiet time to think. It also entails surrounding oneself with places and people that support your path and boost your energy. Protecting that space is an act of self-love since your energy is shaped by what you let into your life. One potent constant is your relationship with the cosmos. Keep having faith in the synchronicity and indicators that appear along the path. These experiences are not random occurrences. Rather, they serve as a reminder that you are not alone and that the universe is always watching over and supporting you. Even if you can't see the outcomes right now, have faith in this collaboration. Every action you perform is in line with a larger design, and the world operates in its own exact time. Others are profoundly impacted by your path of continuity. Being loyal to your path and living your truth makes you a living example of what is possible. Others are encouraged to pursue their own transformational journeys by your bravery, brightness, and presence. By demonstrating that everyone can develop and change, you unknowingly motivate and inspire people around you. This period of continuity also serves as a call to even greater aspirations. What additional options are there now that you've gained momentum? Which uncharted territories are beckoning you? Maintaining what you have previously accomplished is just one aspect of continuation. Another is growing and discovering your limitless potential. You don't know how much more you can do, and now is the moment to give yourself permission to do so. You have the chance to renew your dedication to your quest every day, to build a life that represents your innermost truth and live in line with your soul. Your commitment to yourself, your mission, and your ongoing development is what gives you the power of continuity. There is no hurry, just the assurance that every action matters, every decision has an impact, and every second is a chance to do something remarkable. Although you have accomplished a great deal, there are still many more opportunities ahead. The cosmos is rejoicing with you at every turn, leading you to greater harmony and satisfaction. You have everything you need to build a life that really speaks to your soul, so keep going ahead with confidence. The greatest is yet to come, and now is your time. Understanding the impact of your personal path and how it affects the world around you is essential to becoming an inspiring flame. It's living with meaning, understanding that your narrative, with all its intricacies, victories, and setbacks, has the capacity to profoundly influence everyone you encounter. His presence turned into a monument to what can happen when someone decides to live in accordance with their essence, which is a transformational power in and of itself. You understand that it's not necessary to push your light. She just is. That light becomes stronger every time you decide to live a genuine life, every time you bravely confront your darkness, and every time you decide to grow instead of shrink. And it's this energy that emanates from you naturally that gives people hope that they too can alter themselves. Above all, it takes vulnerability and honesty to live like an inspirational flame. It's not about acting like you know everything or that your life is flawless. Its power, on the other hand, comes from demonstrating that growth and success are achievable despite flaws. People can relate to you because of your humanity, with all of your imperfections, uncertainties, and successes. They see someone who chooses to shine in the face of darkness, not merely someone who is enlightened. Regardless of how little the encounter may seem, it is a chance to sow a seed. It might be a nice remark, a smile, or just listening. When performed with sincerity and purpose, these little deeds may have a significant and long-lasting effect. You often have no idea how much your enthusiasm has improved someone's day, or perhaps their life. However, be aware that your light is reaching locations you would never be able to physically reach, causing a cascading effect. But this impact has to be balanced. Remembering to safeguard your own light is crucial while leading an inspirational life. Your greatest duty is to yourself, yet it's simple to get caught up in trying to please everyone else. Take some time to refuel, replenish your energy, and re-establish your connection with your priorities. This is an essential discipline to ensure that you continue to shine with integrity and power, not selfishness. Trusting in your influence, even if you don't immediately see it, is a part of being an inspiring flame. It could take some time for others to undergo the change you helped them undergo. A thank you or an explicit affirmation that your light had an impact won't always be given. But be aware that she did. Like waves, your energy travels to places and people you may never have met. And that's wonderful because it implies your path will have an infinite influence. Accepting that you are a part of something greater is another aspect of living like an inspirational flame. Your individual path aids in the growth of the group. Every time you make the decision to live in harmony, you inspire others to follow suit. You start a cycle of inspiration and change with every heart you touch. Thus, in addition to illuminating your own path, your light contributes to the creation of a more genuine and interconnected world. Acknowledge that this position is a gift for you and your loved ones. The chance to make a difference in people's lives is something to be grateful for. Appreciate your own path, your capacity for personal development, and your role as a conduit for change. Simply choosing to live in accordance with your truth is an act of bravery and love, and your presence is significant. Remember that your light doesn't need to be flawless in order to be strong as you go. All it has to be is truthful. Every decision you make to live a genuine and meaningful life enhances that light and increases your influence on the world. You are a flame that warms, leads, and changes in addition to shining. People that choose to live intentionally, accept their adventures, and share their progress and overcoming tales are needed in the world. You belong to that group. Additionally, by leading an inspirational life, you not only change your own life, but also assist in illuminating the path for others. You are a beacon of light. Continue to inspire, illuminate, and shine. Every action you do demonstrates bravery, and every genuine moment you experience is an ode to the power and beauty of change. Because you choose to be yourself, the world is a better place, and it is remarkable in and of itself.